Good evening. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia and I am making these videos just to bring you along on my journey as I've started taking Tirzepatide, the GLP-1, to help me jumpstart my weight loss. I'm starting this process due to perimenopausal #1. I'll be 50 in a week now. I can't believe it's actually a week now. I'll be 50 in a week, and I just wanted, to a change of life. I have been dealing with weight issues for several years now. In the last 3 years, ironically, after COVID, I put on a significant amount of weight. I managed to stay at a decent weight the entire time during COVID when we were locked and shut in. But, as soon as we were outside, I put on a good amount of weight. So right now, I'm just starting this journey just to see if this is something that might be able to help me and to help jumpstart this weight loss journey. So the goal was to create these different videos for every week just to kind of journal what I've been going through, but it is just not that easy for me right now. Still working on it, but right now, today is going to be the start of week 5 for me. I opted to go up to the next level, or the next dosage level. So previously I was on the 2.2 milligrams of the Tirzepatide, and as of today, I am starting the 4.4 milligram. Not really sure how this is going to go. I'm not sure I made the right decision. I'm kind of second guessing it. Like I said, my birthday is next week. I have nothing but plans for the remainder of this month, and a lot of them is me being taken out. And my fear is that if this works well, once I take this shot tonight, the appetite is going to go away. So we will see. Before I do the shot, because I am going to take my dose tonight, and this will be, I'm going to call this the recap of week 4 and the starting dose of week 5. So it's funny, I don't really have a big recap for last week. Last week was kind of a blur. Since this is 1 month in, I'll just give like a little bit of the numbers of what I've seen, and from the beginning of this process or this journey up until now. So I started on February 11th. Today is March. So, well, what I do have is, I'm looking down because I'm looking at my book and my little bit of notes. So February 11th, I did my first weigh-in for me to start recording, any kind of progress. So when I first started, I weighed in at 259 pounds. And as of this morning, I weighed in at 252.8. So I try to do my weigh-ins first thing in the morning, after I wake up, after I do any kind of bowel movements, and after I shower, because I want the truest weight of just my body. So I weigh myself, in the bare. I don't have clothes on when I weigh myself, and I try to remove any sweating that I did the night before, any dirt from my body sweating from night sweats, any clothing, and I just end at, if I'm able to go to the bathroom, because the constipation is a real thing. But if I'm able to go, I will do that before I get on the scale. So once I get off once I do everything, get out the shower and dry off, is normally the weight that I take. And that to me is my true weight of the day of what my body weighs. So after doing that this morning, the weight that I had was 252.8, which means I am down a total of 7.8 pounds. 7 pounds? I don't even know. I'm trying to calculate when I'm tired. But you do the math. 259 pounds down, and I'm at 252.8. So what I will say is I did lose weight. For several months now, I was able to get from 266. I think that was the highest weight I've ever been in my life. When I saw that number, that was my cue to start doing something different. So I was able to get from 266 to 259, 260 before ever taking a shot. So within the 1 month, but I will say my weight, I could get it down to about 255, 256, and it kept fluctuating between, sorry, someone's outside of my window with their alarm, but it keeps fluctuating between 55, 56, and 60. So I hadn't been able to get past that 55 mark. So I will say, at least with starting the Tirzepatide, I was able to get down. My weight has been shifting up and down. It's been going up and down. But the lowest, I think it was 251.1 is the lowest that I've gotten within this 4-week period. It is going up since then. I'm currently at 252.8, but I have gone past that mark of the 255, which I teetered on for a long time. So it's working because I've gotten down over that part. What else? I did do some measurements. Now, when I first started this, I did do measurements, but when I went and looked back, none of these measurements looked right. So I'm starting new this go around. So starting today, I went and just did full measurements. I don't know, I'm not that tech savvy right now to really be able to edit and throw in, so I'm just going to throw out numbers right now. If I get to a point where I'm able to throw this stuff on some sort of a document or something that a visual aid, I will put it in here. But right now, the starting weight, the starting measurements are, for my neck, I weighed in at 13.85 inches. Got a big neck. The chest was 56.61 inches. My waist was 43.93. My left thigh, 29.29. Right thigh, 28.50 inches. And my abdomen, or my stomach, 45.15 inches. So, I now have at least a starting point. So granted, this is month 2, but I have at least a starting point. So by the end of this month, I'll be able to go back, or by 4 weeks after, so I guess the 10th of April, I'll be able to go back and do a comparison to see if there has been a change or not. So that was the purpose of this. I tried it before. I bought all of this stuff intentionally to have a realistic starting point from the time that I actually started, but it didn't go that well. But yeah, so as far as my recap for the week, I feel like if I had to do my own measurement of this week, I feel like this week was a failure for me. I didn't eat a lot, but I snacked a lot. And I snacked a lot. Candies, cookies, chips, popcorn. I did a lot of snacking. And it's funny because I don't typically snack. So what I am starting to contribute that to, and I have to put down these symptoms in the app that I'm just Shotzi app that I am tracking how I'm doing. So a couple years ago, I had a hysterectomy. So I no longer get my cycle, which is wonderful. But what I have discovered in the time since then is that even though I don't get the actual cycle, I still experience the PMSing associated with it. So this week, I have been doing things that I would normally do when I was previously PMSing right before my period. So I did a lot of snacking. I needed salty foods. I just wanted salty foods. So I've been snacking. I've had ice cream this go around. I've had ice cream in my refrigerator for the last 2 months, or my freezer for the last 2 months, and I've had no desire for the ice cream. Yet this week, I wanted the ice cream, I got the ice cream, and I ate the ice cream. So, I also, during that time, for me, I get a nasty taste in my mouth. It's like a taste that I just can't get rid of. So I'm constantly putting things in, eating candy, sucking on mints, chewing gum, just to get rid of this taste. I have the taste. So I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Right before my cycle, I'm extremely tired. Like my energy declines progressively every day up until the point where I would normally have my cycle, and then miraculously, like the next day, I have energy again. This is how I'm feeling right now. So I'm believing, I feel like this is probably the week that I'm PMSing, and these symptoms is making me feel like I am not eating right, I'm not losing anything, and I'm probably retaining water. So I'm hoping we'll see what the next week brings, but I don't really have much of an update. I did not do any kind of exercise. Today was a perfect day to do exercise. It was actually 81 degrees today, which is crazy. Like snow on the ground last week, 81 today. Crazy. But I didn't go outside. I went to work, but because this package was being delivered today and it was 81 degrees, the only time I spent outside was me rushing home from work, which is a 45-minute drive, to get to my door before the mail got here. And the package was actually delivered while I was driving home, but it was only outside for a good 20 minutes, and it was still, frozen or in the ice pack. So yeah, that's kind of all the update that I have. My goal is to do better. I didn't do well with protein intake. I wasn't drinking my protein shakes. I have them, I prepare them, I look at them, and I don't drink them. I've been trying to drink water. I've been trying to stay up on that. Still am not getting the 80 ounces to 120 ounces of water a day. I strive for at least 80 ounces, 2 cup, like refill my cup twice. It's not there. So, but I'm still working on it. I'm looking for ways to incorporate more protein. I do have a scale. So I said this week I would like to start doing some kind of meal prep and actually putting the food on a scale so I can see exactly how much protein and how much that I'm eating, to give me ideas to know if I'm even getting a good amount of protein, or if I really need to drastically change some stuff and add more to this diet. And yeah, that's kind of it. I don't really want to do the shot again online, but I will show that I do receive, which is weird. I don't know if I think I mentioned it in another video. I was wondering if, when they send the medicine is sent in this little thermos, which is a really good thermos and it's reusable, but it's sent in this with 3 ice packs to keep it cold. So, and this is it's really nice stainless steel. If you wanted to, you could use these ice packs for your lunch bag and make coffee and take your coffee or your tea in this. So I was wondering if, I'm going to be dipping off camera for a second just to grab the box. But I was wondering if when they sent in the next dose, how would they send it? Because it seems like, that's a pricey little, I'm paying for it as much as we're paying for this medicine. I'm paying for it. But I was wondering how it was going to come. But it comes the same way. So now I have 2 of these. And it makes me wonder, are they going to send this to me every time I renew my doses for the month? And am I going to end up with a whole bunch of... I hope not. Because like I said, they're really nice. But what am I going to do with all of these? So I did get my medicine. It is instead of, like I said, a 2.2, this says that it contains 2 milliliters or 200 units of 4.4 milligrams. So it is in this little container, it is 8.8 milligrams of the medicine in this little dosage. So my dose has been upped. I don't know why, but I'm nervous. But we are about to take the shot, and we are going to end this video after it. I know I was supposed to, I'm probably going to go put on my little outfit, take a couple pictures, see, you know, make sure I have some comparison stuff. And then I'm going to take my behind a bit. Today is my daughter's birthday. So I will say, today is, like I said, today is my daughter's birthday. Right before this, filming this video, I took her out to dinner. And I just got back like a half an hour ago. So I'm just trying to hurry up and film this so I can take my butt to bed. But I did kind of, I guess, experience a little bit of the part about the alcohol because my daughter's turning 24. So we had a drink and I decided to get a drink, trying to be responsible. So I was responsible. I didn't allow it to get any further, but I took 2 sips of this drink. 2 sips. That's it. It was, I mean, it was a strong drink. It was a Long Island iced tea. But I only had 2 sips. And from those 2 sips, I was like, if I keep drinking this drink, I'm going to be buzzed. And I still had to drive us back home. But it didn't take a lot for me to feel the effects of this alcohol. Even though I did have food, I had food in my system before, but it doesn't take a lot. So I haven't been drinking any alcohol. I still will have a beverage if I go out and I want one. But like I have a whole bar here and I have not had any drinks at home. I just am a little nervous and I don't want to mess up. You know, I'm paying a lot of money for this. I don't want to mess up this process because of alcohol. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that, you know, if someone was wondering, you know, if you can drink one, you can do whatever you want to do, but it will affect you. I did not allow it. I've heard other people in other videos that I've watched where people say, you know, they had the alcohol affected them negatively, and by the time they realized it, it was too late. They were already sick. They had headaches or whatever. I didn't get to that point because I've heard this previously. So in my mind, I don't want to get to that point. But you can hear my voice changing. I hear my voice changing because my mind is saying, shut up and go to sleep. Let me go get the medicine. Okay, so they sent me over a whole new bag of, you know, your needles. I still have one left over from the last batch, so I'm going to use the alcohol pad and this last needle to do this last shot, or to do this first shot in this week 5 dose. How do I say that? To do this last shot. No, I'm going to use this last needle to, oh my God, I am so tired. Anyway, we are going to clean off. Wow, maybe not. The alcohol pad is like completely dried out. That's crazy. That's interesting. I mean, I have a whole box of alcohol pads here, so if even if they were dried out, I still have several here. So all right, well, I don't really have much else. Well, here we are brand new bottle. You're gonna pop the top. And wipe off or sterilize the top. I have to keep bending over because I don't have a desk in front of me. So I gotta do what I gotta do. All right, so this go around, I do not even remember where the last needle was placed. The needle placement, I don't remember. So yeah, I'm probably just going to hit the top of my, you know what? Was it at the top of my stomach? I don't even know. Okay, yeah. So let's do this. So let me read the directions because this is new. It says this vial contains inject 50 units, so the same thing, inject 50 units of the 4.4 once. So I just want to make sure, since this is new, that it's not any, the amount isn't different. All right, so we're gonna pull some air. It's the first time I've ever seen. Is this space? I can't tell. This is the first time, so I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing, but you see how it does not look like, it looked like there's space there. I'm used to this being completely full. So now, I don't know what to do. Oh, so it's like an air bubble? Okay, we're gonna try this again. Okay, well, that's different. I've never experienced that. But you can see now it is actually full. I don't know if it'll zoom in, but can you see that? Yeah, I don't know if it'll zoom in, but it's actually full now. Before it was weird. It was, yeah. Okay, well, I'm already feeling anxious about this. So, I am going to take my next shot. So, I can't even look because it's on my phone. So I'm just going to do the right side the right side of my stomach and just go from there. Alright, we're just gonna hope for the best at this point, because, yeah. Okay. And I will say, just, I know I've heard people make mention of, wow, I cannot see them. My boobs is, oh, goodness. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, that is done. I still didn't. It still wasn't painful. I guess I listened to other people, so I'm expecting like pain and burning or something. And I haven't received that. I didn't get that. But I would. I'm sorry, because I'm all over the place. My bad, y'all. I'm just grabbing my bottle so I can put the used needle in there. I did want to say, I've heard a couple people make mention of taking the medicine out of the refrigerator and leaving it out for like a hour or so, just to, I guess, bring it to room temperature. I've never done it. I literally take this straight out the refrigerator, do the dose, and put it back. I don't know what it feels like having a warm one, but I'm trying to see if I'm feeling something weird. Like, I feel something weird. Not bad, but I do feel like something weird. It feels different. Like the other ones, I don't even feel. This, I feel something. Anyway, I am actually, now that this is done, I'm going to try my best. Try to do an updated video throughout the rest of this week of things that I'm able to eat, activities, stuff like that, just to try to give an idea of what I'm going through with this updated dose. If there's any significant changes, I'll make sure I bring that and make sure I mention it. And I don't know, this is my birthday week, so I might throw in some extra stuff for this upcoming week, because it's my birthday. I got a lot going on, so I might do an actual vlog with some of my activities if I feel like there's anything worth showing. So yeah, if there is, I will bring you along. But you know, at this point, I am ending this video. I feel like I am just rambling, but thank you so much if you've watched it to this point. I appreciate anyone who takes the time out just to view my video. I hope that whatever I am sharing is useful. If not to you, maybe to somebody that you know. If you feel like it, please feel free to like or to share this video with them. I'd appreciate it if you would like the video, and I'd love it if you would join my channel. If you hear me saying anything and you have any recommendations that might be able to help me, please drop it in the comments. I'm still trying to figure out how to get more protein in me. I'm trying to figure out how to get more water in me. I'm just trying to manage this. Yeah. So if you have any advice, any feedback, any words of encouragement, I really welcome them. I appreciate them. And thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.